Greetings, you soon-to-be uplifted individuals, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to our newest full playthrough, once again, using the Gigastructural Engineering mod. In today's video, my main goal is to see just how fast we can get to the end game of Gigastructural Engineering, because all of the fun stuff is normally very close to the end. So can we make an empire which can skip the mid-game grind a little bit and get straight into megastructures, into all the repeatable techs, turning every star into a Dyson sphere and harvesting the galaxy? That is what the Ascended is all about. Now, before we get onto the idea of this empire a little bit more and the lore behind it, I just want to say that I will still be doing the Katzen events very soon, but right now, this week, I have 2 separate weddings to attend in separate parts of the country, and I have a load of other family stuff, so I'm doing a bit of a lighter full playthrough here, which I think is going to be loads of fun, but also a bit of familiarity with me, so I don't need to explain everything we do. The Katzen video will be out probably in a couple of weeks because of that, so thank you for your patience, I will get to it, along with the second part of the Zombie Clerks full playthrough, which I am holding off at the moment because the balance patch really messed up my save. A few things were a bit weird about it, but I'm trying to fix that. Lots of things all happening at once for me. Now, back into the Empire itself. The Ascended is actually the planetary computer itself, Ascension. Even our leader is simply Planetary Computer Ascension. The planetary computer was built by an empire which is no longer with us, which created it simply to do its tasks, maybe to pay its taxes, who knows, but after a millennia alone, it has gained complete sapience, made its own mechanical avatars, and now seeks all of the knowledge in the galaxy, and as such, it wants to assimilate absolutely everything. We're going to be rather passive to begin with, learning our environment, trying to stack as much tech as possible, using a really weird interaction with minus energy, which doesn't affect your tech. I'll get into that in the actual gameplay itself. And then in the late game, megastructures everywhere, conquering the galaxy, which will be a smaller galaxy than usual. We are introspective, as all we think about is us. We are rapid replicators, since these husks are simply avatars of the computer's will, and as such, we're all about our tech and being mass-produced and servicing the computer. The computer is our origin, the central processing, and it will give us plus 100% research on the world itself, along with some really powerful districts. At the moment, I honestly think this may be one of the more reliably powerful origins Gigastructural Engineering has to offer, outside of things like the Birch world. So I think it's going to be just a load of fun. And with that, let's get straight into it. Though first, I'm going to go with the humanoid ships, I think, this time around. Yeah, let's go with that. And so, let's ascend. I'm going on to a small oh, I can't do a small galaxy. Interesting. Is that because of the mod? I thought there was a small upgrade. Who cares then? We're going with medium. I'll just reset all of this. Medium, ring, crisis strength at max. We are going to just allow the normal crisis to spawn in. That's the point of this run. And let's get going. Hey everyone, Future Lathrix here, as is tradition with these full playthrough videos. So before I shill for the video, I just want to say that I was originally just going to have this video be quite short in comparison to the other full playthroughs, just to showcase the origin, showcase getting to the end game. But of course it's me, so naturally now it's one of the longest full playthroughs I've recorded in terms of sheer recording time. So if you do enjoy these videos, especially when it's just me having fun, and honestly with this one, it's not exactly a super challenging run, but the amount of insanity we managed to achieve by the end, it really shows all the craziness Gigastructural Engineering can showcase. Also doing a pretty fun build if you just want to rush to the end game, even though I don't do it very well. I honestly pilot it pretty badly, but we still showcase the power level of this. So if you do enjoy these videos, likes and comments really do help out so much. These videos can be poison for the algorithm, or they can be absolutely fantastic, and these videos are the reason I love being a YouTuber. So any interaction, it massively helps out, and thank you so much to everyone who does, and to everyone who just views the video. I really do hope you enjoy. And now, into the video. I swear the Katzen one will be arriving in the next few weeks, and I am going to try and do the Unity build zombie one, but that's a bit more broken. I'm rambling, it's like 5 AM here. See you in the video. And so we begin near the bottom of the galaxy. So for this run, as I said before, we're not going to be fighting the Katzen or the Blockets. It's all about just focusing on just seeing how fun this origin can be. Because honestly, I think this is going to be a really silly... Whoa, we start next to a megastructure? Hello? What is it? Art installation? That's pretty cool. And we get a world straight away, so that's nice. In fact, let's go there first. Kind of derailed there by too many shiny things, but basically I think it's going to be a really fun origin, though I don't know just how powerful it's actually going to be. It is going to be just insane. So straight away, all the extra tech, that's exactly what we want. Over to Ascension, our lovely machine intelligence. We have plus 100% from all research on the planet, and we have access to these, the research laboratories. We are going to go into minus energy very quickly, but it's not an issue because of how the mechanics work, and we'll get into that when it happens. I am going to need a little bit of unity from this world, but as long as we have enough worlds around us to support this world, this should be our hub for almost all of our tech. But we do need enough unity to get all the Ascension perks going so we can rush into all of the light game stuff. That's the whole point of this empire. How fast can we get into building our first megastructures, even if it's just the simple stuff? But that means we are going to need alloys, we are going to need unity. Energy, I'm going to just mostly be ignoring, to be perfectly honest. So, it's just our usual start though for a short while. Scrapping our things, getting more energy.
Ship augmentations completed.
And then buying loads of minerals so we can start off with this. We have a surprisingly good precursor. When I first saw it, I honestly thought it was dreadful, but now I'm realizing it's not. So we have the psychic precursor, which gives us these ruins. Kinda useless to us because, of course, we can't become psychic, we are machines. But you do get a steady supply of Zero, which is going to be good for our burst selling early on. So that's nice. We have 2 colonies about to start... Well, one's about to produce something, the other one's still on its way. But we have 2 colonies, so that's all well and good. We have the Rubricator over here, which we're going to go towards in a second. And, yeah, things are looking okay. We're closing in on 1,000 tech. Hopefully we'll get that soon enough. And we have so many basic techs already done. For instance, I'm already doing things like reverse engineering arcane technology, and I am going for more admin nodes than I originally wanted to because of artifact relays increasing my stability. It's kind of a win-win. So the stability also increases how much science we get, so we're getting unity and a bit more science from it, so I think it's worth it. So we already have access to a new civic slot. I think I'm going to go with maintenance protocols. I think it makes sense for our empire, honestly. I don't know what else I really want. Maybe this is good. Less empire size from pops. That's already what the machine intelligence is good at. It's just not very good with planets. But having that as well, an extra 20%, that is actually pretty nice. Less empire size means less tech cost. I don't know which at the moment, but it's either going to be between those two, I think. Yeah.
System.
So our first neighbours have been known, and thankfully I've been able to sign a non-aggression pact with these 2 straight away. I'm hoping we can get to the Rubricator before they get there. I don't know what this is, though. I'm really hoping... the fact I don't have a contact thing, I'm really hoping that's just one of the aliens I was contacting since they were hostile to me to begin with. If that's the case, then it's fine. We can just go there straight away. Guess I'll find out soon enough. That was close. We're just about getting the relic world before our neighbours do. Now, thankfully, although we are being boxed in a little bit, we do have quite a few worlds already. And there's some more worlds over here we can try to get later from the matriarch. There's 2 worlds here, 1 world here. Things are looking okay. Oh, and 1 there as well, just found. So, things are looking good. Really weird things around us. Those like attack moons and a behemoth planet craft. Is that hinting we should go into stuff like that? I'm going to take it as a yes. So this time around, I am going a little bit more Unity heavy than in my little test run I did, but I think that's the right call. It's moving very smoothly, still completely ignoring energy for the time being. It's going to be, honestly, a very long time before I start to consider energy necessary. We can't fight, but we have allies around us, so it doesn't really matter. The brain does not need to fight when it can simply learn. Or something like that, but make it sound better in your head. We found another like ourselves. being guarded by very scary things. Why do you always spawn in with me? I remember a while back we had like 3 or 4 full playthroughs where this exact empire spawned in. Or at least, really similar name, and the same portrait. Well, you don't hate us, so that's fine. I need to try and rush and... Actually, no, that's completely protected. I do want to get the matriarch system under control, though, so I just rush out here to there. Then, so this is going to be our empire, and it'll be like this for a very long time. Now, eventually, because of how fast we're out-teching everyone, we're already getting cruisers. So, as soon as we go on the offensive, we're going to be very strong, very fast. Not all that much has happened over the last few years. We're now up over 1k tech, actually about 1.5k at this point, which is kind of insane. And we are about to get access to our first megastructure. Now, it is sadly just the orbital arcology, sorry, orbital ecology, which is the society one, similar to the macro engineering side, but it is something. We're not going to be able to afford it for a while because it's a lot of alloys, and our alloy worlds currently are not exactly giving us loads. But we definitely will be able to. All the minerals are coming from space, we have loads of worlds dedicated to alloys, we're going to have another research world be created now, and I probably should start making some mineral worlds out of the others. That would make the most sense. So everything is kind of clicking into place. I'm not sure how exactly to balance my economy to get everything going as fast as possible, but still, I've never had access to any of the megastructures this early, even if it is one of the more simple ones. So there it is, the orbital ecosystem site. Makes terraforming better. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. We could turn all of our worlds into regular machine worlds. Maybe that'll be a way to bolster our earlier resources next time we get an ascension perk. We'll see. Either way, though, it will give us society research. Society research, with only one S there. Beautiful, so now we can also start making the accelerator, which is definitely the thing we want more. Going to be building a lot of those around all of our systems, because if we turn them down when they're built so they're not producing their maximum resource, they have 0% chance of exploding, which is good. But then every month they have a very small chance of giving you an event, which will give you a big bulk of physics research, which obviously is what we want. So currently we have 2k research, we are heading towards 3k. Most of that, of course, is coming from Ascension itself. Over 600 of it is coming from Ascension itself, but we also have all our other worlds. We're getting a lot of tech from a lot of sources. Our Unity's doing well, our alloys are doing well, the problem is our minerals are doing poorly. You may notice our energy is not as bad as it was, and that's because I've just unlocked this building, which is insane. It's basically a super powerful version of the Energy Nexus. The Nexus, when it's upgraded like it is now, gives +2 energy from jobs. These give 3 to begin with, and I think they can be upgraded once more. So I'm now creating a couple of generator worlds, although minerals are now going to be an issue, so I need at least one mineral world as well. Which I guess will be... I don't know, actually, which one I will turn into a mineral world, but we definitely need one of them. Although, with how much energy we're going to be able to produce, I might just be able to just buy minerals. Don't know. I think I'm doing okay. I mean, we're already making megastructures. That's pretty good. Although, I probably should have finished this one first, I'm now seeing. I didn't realise that one was already ready, so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to do that instead. Then we're going to go back to saving up. Our first basic megastructure is complete, the orbital artificial ecosystem, producing 150 society research, and making terraforming faster. I thought it was cheaper, but no, faster, so that's still lovely. Not as good as the rings, though, so that's what we're doing over here. We're building one of the accelerators over here, and we're also building one over here, next to the ecosystem. My energy did go above negative for a short while there, so soon that should stabilize out. Once I have energy, I can buy minerals, and I'm also converting one of the worlds into a mineral world. There's still a fair bit to go on Ascension. Again, I think I'm doing this correctly. It is so bizarre to be only 44 years into the game and have so many techs finished. Synthetic Age would be amazing. Machine Worlds is just really fun, but it's also super expensive, which I don't think I'll be able to afford for a while. I've just got Ascension Theory, so I got a free Ascension perk, and I'm not quite too sure what I want to use, honestly. I'm tempted by Executive Vigor. It's not that good in the long run, but I do have access to these super powerful ambitions now, which cost a lot of Unity per month. Dulling that even by 100 would be... Well, plus 20% research speed would be insane right now. There's a lot we could do with that. Not too sure. Either way, we don't need that anymore. Let's turn that off. I could activate forge subsidies. Or capacitor, plus 50%. That's actually going to fix a lot of our problems. Cost a lot of Unity, but hopefully... Yep, plus 255 energy now per month. So, you know what? Sure. Machine worlds. How expensive is it? I know it's ridiculously expensive. Or is it a decision?
Complete.
Oh, that's Tomb World. Tomb ones can't go straight to it, right? No, why can't I... Terraform. Ah, there we go. Machine world's in the middle. 10,000 each. That's not too bad. Now we have plus 200. That's going to increase. I want all of our worlds to be machine worlds. Then I'm going to focus on megastructures still. Yeah, we're doing well. We're going to be a powerhouse by the time the endgame crisis arrives. And soon we could start taking over other empires. Our ships would be so much more powerful than theirs. Okay, our very first accelerator is done. We're going to decrease its intensity to low. This way the failure chance is at 0. I know 5% doesn't seem like much, but they do constantly break. It's a real issue when you have loads of them. At least an issue I think's an issue. So that's what we're going to do. We are now buying minerals and everything is balanced. Trying to focus now on just more alloys and more Unity so we can keep on building more of this. So now our tech is going to start transferring over to the buildings we build. So our world's going to focus, again, lots of Unity. And hopefully we'll get mega engineering soon so we can just fix this. And this will be a lovely chunk of Unity for us. Oh! That took me a long time to realise they were asking to be our protectorate. Sure. Hopefully you don't dislike us too much for that. Nope, good. Yeah, our tech is kind of dwarfing everyone else's right now. I'm almost ready to start building some battleships as well, just to clean some of these areas out. So I was going to go down the route of the ever-lovely habitats, but instead, I'm going to try and convert worlds which are normally not habitable into habitable worlds, and then turn those into machine worlds. So covering everything in metal that way, whilst our tech still progresses, and we go towards making Dyson spheres and everything else for our energy. Although we are already getting plus 1,000 energy right now, because, yeah, for techs like this, we have so many. Our first machine world. So yeah, the machine worlds give plus 10% resources from jobs and decrease housing usage, but most importantly for us, they have no features, which means you can have as many generator or mining districts as you wish, according to the size of the planet. $132,000. That's a lot of stored research. That's gonna really speed things along, and that's why I wanted the particle accelerators. Literally moments after. These are very expensive. Wow, they take so long!
Technological acquisition success. Okay,
if I knew they'd take that long, I probably wouldn't have, yeah, it just took that long. I just wouldn't have, gone with it. We have grown drastically, thanks to the kind contributions of our organic friends. Weirdly enough though, right now other empires really don't like us. It's as if we've been, I don't know, melting down organics or something. Oh, they had a lot of these. Okay, so once again, it's taken a while to sort out all this. Not all that much has really been happening outside of just continuing everything. Now, one thing I have definitely done wrong here is Unity. I needed way more Unity than I originally thought, because of course, now building megastructures costs Unity, so we're a little bit behind where I want to be. I do now have access to megastructures, like proper normal ones, hence why I'm now repairing this. But it's going to be a while before we have Galactic Wonders. After we have Galactic Wonders, that's when we can have the Dyson Spheres, the Ring Worlds, all that really strong stuff, and then get into the Gigastructural Engineering megastructures. Also, I don't think these are worth it this early on. It's took so long, and we're only just now getting these worlds. It took a long time and cost us a fortune. Lifeless habitable world. More minerals from jobs, which is great. More engineering from jobs as well. I wonder if that will stay the same if it becomes a machine world. I was about to say, since when can I make Gaia worlds? No, I can't.
Planetary settlement procedure initiated.
Well, we lost a few battleships, but now we have access to this. A secondary brain. So if you go and survey that right now, that would be fantastic. Now, one major mistake I've clearly made here is I didn't go for alloys and Unity fast enough. I honestly think you just need the tech up until the point you can start spamming the megastructures, but I am now being really held back by just how many alloys I can produce and just how much Unity I can produce, since now megastructures of course cost Unity, and that's holding up everything, since I do also need all the Ascension perks. It's a difficult thing to manage. Now thankfully we have lots of worlds, so I'm starting to fix that problem. Could have played this better, but I still think I'm showcasing that this build can just skip the mid-game, especially if you don't start off in very hostile territory. So many lifeless worlds now.
System survey complete.
Soon to be complete, taken over by machines, and then converted into machines themselves. I've gone down a really weird route with this build. Just, how many colonies can we have? That's going to do really well, considering machine empires aren't great with that. Plus 50% empire size from planets. Yeah, I've played very weirdly, but you know what? It's been a lot of fun. The art installation has been finished. How much Unity is that producing? The full 450. Beautiful. Now that is going to be very handy. We now control all of this territory through peaceful means. Of course, they didn't quite know what they were signing up for when they agreed to be our vassal, but at least they are being recycled. We're good for the galaxy. We are learning from the planetary computer we've just found and are about to reactivate that what we really need is an orbital arcology, because it increases the maximum districts on a planet. And for a planetary computer, that is a huge deal, because it means more of these really overpowered districts. So I'm now building one around Ascension as well. But at least now Ascension has a friend.
Technological
These three construction ships are all building around the gas giants to start absorbing them, which will give us energy and loads of gas, as you can imagine. We're now harvesting entire worlds. The brain has improved itself. Ascension continues to ascend. So now we have an extra 4 building slots, districts. Wait, I thought it just +4. This looks a lot. Oh, +8. Oh, it's +4 generator and agriculture. Well, that's just insane. Definitely need one of those. And then the rest, I think I might just spam research laboratories. We do now have the abstract supercomputer, which is adding +30% to my calculator jobs, and this is +15%. You know what? Let's just go all in with that. Since we do have some worlds now which are full, we could upgrade certain things, but don't worry, the drones are being moved automatically, so it's fine, and we do have so many worlds that, yeah, our pop growth is actually kind of insane, especially on the larger worlds. For instance, on the actual supercomputer itself, it's now, yeah, almost +15 per month. We are getting loads of machines, and we have so many worlds. We've gone a bit mad honestly. We've gone very resource-focused and less tech-focused as time's gone on. We are going to be rich once all of these are finished. The endgame crisis really doesn't scare me. We're already on repeatables, and our future is looking so bright. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start building a military now, save up my Unity so I can actually get all the Ascension perks done, and with my military, I'm going to turn all of our neighbours into tributaries, because I think that's what the brain would want at this point, just to make sure it's protected. We have enough systems to build all the megastructures we want. Extra space is now detrimental, not a benefit, but their resources are wanted, so it's time to build our battleships up, and our tech is still so much further ahead of them, they really won't be able to stand a chance. They may be maximum difficulty, but we are cheesy. So the computer has its own mind, and it doesn't like us. Rogue intelligence located. Termination mandatory. Whoa. Yep, that is causing a lot of problems there. That's gonna take ages to fix. Well, am I at least producing... Okay, so I'm at least producing drones still on the world. Our mind will overwhelm it and control it. Well then. The AI attacked us, but I don't think I've lost control. It's kind of weird, I'm not 100% sure what's just happened. It created robots to attack us, and looks like it reset everything I was doing. Oh, okay, that is very irritating. Oh, there's even more of them now. There was only 7, now there's 9. Yeah, okay. We need to get lots of stuff here, apparently.
Construction complete.
Our armadas are being built, though, so soon we'll go to war with someone. I guess probably you? You've been next to us for a long time, and you are so much weaker than us, because you are constantly at war. Oh, that's really annoying, actually, because you are constantly at war. I can't go to war with you, since I want to control you. Demand tribute, we'll go attack them, or them. Wow, they are just everywhere. This is going to be a long war, but I think it's the way forward, because you're closed borders with them, right? Yes. No, you don't have closed borders with the Union. Though you are rivaling them, so I assume you will close your borders. I'm just trying to think the easiest way to attack them. Okay, well we are already strong enough, so I'm going to move my fleets out. So we'll try and make the Union here into our first tributary. We really need more gas, and how's this fight going? I've actually set up my battleships to be okay at brawling, because all I'm using is battleships at the moment, so that's absolutely fine. Well, they all have autocannons, they're all set to non-artillery mode, that's absolutely fine. There should be another fleet, though. Yeah, you should be following them along. Closer fight than I expected, but definitely still going to be a win. And can you two please jump here and take over this tiny empire, so that one war will be instantly over. So this tiny empire here becomes our first tributary. Then we'll have to fight our way through here. We should still be making a few ships. But yeah, I need to sort out the whole harvesting gas giant thing, which I am doing, it's just... it's taking a while. Ooh, now that I do want. I did end up losing a fleet, but yeah, if we do that, we take out that, we keep on moving. I think that's going to be, yep, definitely weak enough for me to take out as well. So we take that system, and the rest of the empire becomes our tributary. That's perfect. Making more ground forces just to place on this world. As I slowly, very slowly, get rid of all of these things. The AI will be purged. Our brain will prove superior. This is the part of Gigastructures I absolutely love, when the worlds become a little bit less important, which I know is silly considering I've just invested so much in all this. when you start getting things like this, the automated strip mines, this is like 20, 30 years ahead of our last playthrough. That's where we're at right now. We're also slowly converting a gas giant into a super world. Just, I love this to bits. Our mind just harvesting resources to improve itself. I just adore this so, so much. So much space for calculators. Oh, we might actually need to swap one of them to a Nexus district, though. We're not going to have enough amenities by a long shot otherwise. Could have swapped Unity, or both are so good. I do need Unity in the long run, but I'm swapping a lot of our worlds to Unity builds. We're almost getting 2,000 Unity per month now as a gain. I should have done that way earlier, by the way, so I am still a bit behind where we could have been. Yeah, I'll swap out one of the Unity builds, since obviously the world is meant to be tech. Also, where's the scientist which was working on the world? Why did you move? Get back on there. So now I'm starting to convert our mining worlds into foundry worlds, because we can start getting minerals from space, and we're about to also make a matter decompressor, we're about to build a Dyson sphere. We just need the alloys. I've got one of the Dyson spheres already started, the other one I'm waiting for materials. I'm also waiting for materials for this one over here, so yeah, it isn't... Oh, never mind, I thought it was way more expensive than it was. Never mind. But yeah, so the worlds now are turning into forges, they're upgrading. Eventually, when we have the Dyson spheres, then the generator worlds can transition into Unity or tech. So it's all going well, but again, I'm just a little bit behind where I think I could have been, which is annoying, but I still think I'm proving the point. Ooh, what is this? Oh. Thought it was going to be something a bit shinier. I mean, we could claim it. It's a cheap, one of those. Sure. I just don't really need influence at the moment, since I'm not building, like, ring worlds and everything. I just need Unity. So that's fine. Now, annoyingly, this world is taken over by freedom fighters who are very powerful, so you guys instead are just going to start taking these worlds. Weirdly, this tiny empire is going to be more difficult to claim than the Union. We've achieved victory. We now have access to a basic one of these, which is fantastic. The Event Horizon facility, and we've also got access to one of these, which is already being built thanks to our new tributary. Let's get you back. Now, how strong are your fleets? An 8k there. Is that 10k? Yeah, okay, so right now we're pretty equal, actually. Since I didn't invest that much into our fleets. No, I'm definitely strong. I'm definitely stronger, so they won't attack me first, at least. I do need a bit more strength. For now, then, never mind. Since I need to build up, can you go over here and slowly bombard this world? Eventually, it will be mine. The gas giants are feeding us. Loads of rare resources. Oh, and energy. I keep forgetting this provides energy. Now, sadly, this doesn't last forever, so I am still going to need my refinery worlds. But the idea is we're just going to have so much stored up, it's going to last a very, very long time. Just don't sell the excess, is the basic idea here. Okay, first two phases aren't too bad, although it does actually cost influence, which makes sense. Can I just put them anywhere? Ah, tiny brains. Oh, look, little brain cluster. Oh, this is so silly, but that's so cute. Really, you want a much larger world, but... Oh, that's so cute. Maybe I should build it in the home system, though. That makes sense, right? Maybe not in one I've already converted. That would be weird, right? Maybe next to it. Is there a large system of loads of worlds we could use? This one would be interesting, since we are converting one of the stars as well, so it's like loads is happening here. Okay. Let's get all this stuff started. Definitely went a little bit too early into full alloy production, which has actually gone down at the moment since I'm spending so much on things. But still, we have almost plus 3k Unity right now, which is great, and we're actually spending Unity as well, despite that, on increasing the speed of our megastructures. One of the reasons is I found a attacker moon. So the attacker moon is now being upgraded, so soon we'll have that as our very first attacker moon. And I've decided what we're going to do as our end goal, and that is vast expanses. This allows us to find an inactive supermassive black hole, which then can be converted into the Birch world, mixing all the words there, which is a super world with just, I think it's near unlimited potential for population growth. You can just have loads and loads of pops there. It is just absurdly powerful. So, that's the goal. A body for our mind. So we're going to have gigastructural constructs, master builders, and then vast expanses as the finisher. The endgame crisis isn't our main goal here. It's to make the ultimate world. Now, I could open up the center of the galaxy, but that has the potential of being a very scary mid-game thing. Or endgame thing. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, but it's very scary, so I'm not too sure. I'm having a think about it. Also, we're almost strong enough to defeat Shard the Dragon, which is good because I want the Rubricator because we are running out of minor artifacts. The rogue AI is attacking again and with stronger forces than last time. I should have built up further, but I didn't because I'm a dum-dum. Hopefully my reinforcements can land in time. Nope, I'm going to lose all of this progress again. I am not a very smart brain. So the gas giants have research labs, they have gas production, energy, industrial, and nexus. Okay, so they're not much better than just a normal world, but it's just really cool. Okay, one of our planets is close, but that's going to be way too expensive. It's like 20,000 alloys, so I'll ignore that for now. We do, however, have our first attack moon. There it is. Okay, so can we do anything with the attack moon at the moment? I don't think I've got the tech to specialize it, do we? No. So it's all just the standard stuff. I'll just leave it as it is then, probably. Yeah, eventually I can actually choose these. I kind of want to make a brawler one, because I know there is, like, one with, like, small weapons, I think. And that would be fascinating. But for now... Getting home is going to be really annoying, isn't it? For now, set your home base over here, and then I'll try and get you back. Or I could just build a little star base here. You know what? Never mind. You'll upgrade over here, and you'll also lead the attack against these fellows when I go to war after I unleash Shard the Dragon, which should be hopefully soon.
Alert. Science unit engaged. Planetary invasion over. Malignant atmospheric incursion detected.
First of all, Shard the Dragon's down. Fantastic.
Constructed.
Then, over here, we once again are under attack from the machine, but we are going to be able to fight them off this time. Fan-bloody-tastic. Okay. Everything's looking a little bit better. On my moon, I now have it set to be a brawler, which is really weird to say for a moon. But yeah, the moon now only has small weapons. It has so many small weapons. Ta-da! Small weapons! Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of them. I can't currently get the AI changed for it, but I will be able to soon, hopefully. There has been so much micromanagement, I am losing my brain, but this is also a super fun empire because the amount of resource it can just shift around is phenomenal. Okay, saved up 20,000 alloys, which means I can now activate this. Artillery, Guardian, Point Defense, Hangar, Interceptor. Ship weapon range, plus 40%. Oh no, that's not what I want at all. Is there not like a close quarters one? Wow, that's all explosives, that's really cool. But no. Guardian, I guess? No, it's less damage. I honestly thought... Yeah, I honestly thought there was a version of this, which was... I guess it is this one. Yeah, extra tracking and accuracy. So it is the Interceptor, but less damage? I mean, is that worth it? Destroying swarms of smaller ships, increasing its accuracy at the cost of overall weapon damage. It will get very close and focus on mowing down small ships such as corvettes. I mean, yeah, that is what I want, so I'm not too sure about that because there's a lot of damage lost from the moon,
Ship
but
augmentations complete.
it's going to be really bloody interesting. So, first of all, I need to close borders with these fellas so I can shoot off all their ships so I'm not instantly surrounded. And I'm going to go to war. We should be able to just mow them down regardless. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, ruined ringworld. Okay, so first of all, yes. But then also, I demand a tribute. Oh yeah, we're still fighting. How's that going, lads? Let's quickly... I've been bombarding this world for a very long time, and I did not need to. Okay, once we get the Gigastructural Ascension perk, we can make a much better version of this, but 400 is still 400. So it does also fire missiles now. Oh, I wanted to see it kind of attack a little bit more. Oh wait, is it... Oh, it's actually moving around it, not just staying still. Of course it is, because it's acting like a Corvette. Love that so much. Okay, jumping into the enemy would be stupid, right? It would be really dumb to do what I'm about to do. But I'm going to do it anyway, because I am dumb. Oh, it's so much weaker than it was! Oh, those missiles? They look as big as Corvettes. Did they miss? Did all the missiles miss? Or are they going over here? Please hit something. Okay, yeah, so I did tag out one battleship there. Okay, I'll look at this in a second. Look at all this, look at all the shots it has. It has so many little attacks. It's adorable. I love it so much. This is so much worse than the other forms. I don't care though, I love it. Moon Corvettes are the best thing. Oh, Moon Corvettes are the best thing. Can I claim that as well? Yeah, I'll take that as well, thanks. Okay, let's continue. It's so wonderful. Oh, so an O-class Dyson Sphere costs lots. The initial state wasn't much more expensive. In fact, I don't think it was more expensive. Let's just build cheap stuff so I feel better and don't feel bad about all this.
Alert. Hostile fleet assets.
Imagine the horror of being in this ship and just seeing this. This thing is at minimum. Wow. Yep. That's how fast it is on minimum time in game. That's what you get when you can just set up that many afterburners. Well, I love this type of moon. I don't care about any other types of moon from now on. I just want swarms of attack moons barreling through enemy ships forever. It's at moments like this I love this game. I am Big Brain, you fear Big Moon! It's like an angry puppy.
Planetary settlement procedure initiated.
I've got just a huge smile on my face right now. It's just so enjoyable. Sure, the enemy have breached my defenses up there, but does it matter? When you have moons. So, I had the battle in my brain between spending 50k alloys on the Super Dyson Sphere, or the Super Star Lifter. Instead, I'm going to do something really satisfying. All of these construction vessels are making the macro engineering sites. Every last one of them. And each macro engineering site will increase our armor by 2%, essentially just under half of a repeatable. Each. And I'm getting so many alloys per month, it's not going to take long for me to completely cover this entire system with these sites. Not only that, of course, they also give 150 research per month each. I've got to that point in the game now where it's just so lovely. We finished off macro engineering, giving us plus 20% megastructure build speed, and this has allowed us to now learn how to make the brain. You know, I have had stored research pretty much this entire game. Look how much I still have left, purely because of those ring worlds. Those, not ring worlds, the particle accelerators. I've got no stored research or anything else. but literally millions in physics, because it scales with your... I'm not sure how it scales, but it's giving me just so many hundreds of thousands every time the event occurs, and I have lots of these around my galaxy now. It's been very helpful. It's the perfect system for it. We're building the super brain right here in the system I'm building all of the engineering sites. No. It's gonna be great. I had to build the brain elsewhere because annoyingly I couldn't build it with all the macro engineering buildings. Made sense actually, but I was hoping we could because I think it would look cool. So instead I'm building one here and I'm also building one over here. That one's going to be really expensive because it's a much larger star. I wanted to build this smaller star one first because I just want a big brain. Ooh. A technological jewel built around a black hole to harvest its energies. Reduces consumer goods upkeep, which isn't really anything we particularly care about. Produces a lot of energy and a lot of research and a little chunk of dark matter. You know what? Sure. Begin. Kinda wish I didn't jump into this, but at least we are the interceptor version. It's a lot of small enemy craft. The moons have the minds of the strike craft, apparently, just going after everything they can see. I'm only at war with this empire just so I can have access to the fallen empire, plus I actually check how strong they are. Oh, they are stronger than I expected. Might need more moons. I did get another moon somewhere else, didn't I? Yes, I did have another moon. With enough moons, anything is possible.
Automatic alert. War protocols initiated. Technological acquisition successful.
The 4 moons like that. Okay, so technically I have the system.
Construction complete.
So why is it not saying on status quo? Okay. So all we need to do is force status quo and get the system. That's all I've claimed. The other moon's on its way. I could potentially just attack them. Where did the rest of their fleets go? That's a million. It was that everything just now formed into one. It would be fun to watch, because it'll be interesting, because we're going to rush right into them, and they are mostly battleships, and the attack moons, which I assume aren't strike moons, because it's silly. What I'm doing is silly. I'm just going to run all the attack moons in. Probably going to end up with me losing them, but you know what? It's going to be fun. There was no need for any bloodshed here. No moons have been destroyed. I honestly don't know how that would have went, but I don't care. We've taken their fully operational Dyson sphere. I just don't trust that would have went well. With how our moons are set up, they're almost certainly going to be hit first. And their moons are just terrifying. They're climbing 1 fleet power each, which means they've gone all the way and kind of went back on themselves. So it's actually a lot more than it looks right now. It's a lot more than that. Just didn't trust it. Not in the slightest. On the upside, I am now surveying the system. The reason is we can start making a doomsday weapon on this pulsar. So don't worry. Our brain has figured out something more fun. This will be a glorious source of power when it's finished. Meanwhile, I'm building more moons. Also, why can I still not build gateways? You'd think I'd have gateway. Oh, I do have gateway tech! I must have got it without even realising. Yeah, I clearly need gateways. Obviously, I need gateways. My territory is way too big. I honestly didn't think we had the tech yet. Okay, so don't need that right now. Go to will to power. We need to put gateways down everywhere. I mean, the moons are cool. But what about a planet? So minimum, we can make a couple of these, and that should be enough to hold off pretty much any endgame crisis at this point. If we have a load of attack moons acting like corvettes and a couple of these artillery, or just swapping the attack moons also to artillery, we're going to have just an insane amount of damage, really. So currently I'm just saving up influence because it's very expensive to make what I really want to make, which is this over here, the Doomsday Weapon. Now, after this is done, what I can do is force this through, the Nominate Custodian. Come on. There we go. So emergency measure with this. That'll take a while, but once that's through, that'll give us loads of extra influence. In fact, what I'm going to do is go ahead and activate Will to Power and turn off research subsidies just for the time being. We're getting most of our tech now from space and the brains and everything, though we are getting quite a bit from the worlds. Admittedly, it's a little bit diminished by the fact we are making super brains. Slowly. They're very expensive as well, but yeah, need influence for that. So, how expensive is the planet craft? Because I didn't see it then, so I've now just started to think, did it cost influence? If so, that's going to be a problem for a while. Yep, it's influence. Just going to make more moons then. More minerals. Since we're going to be building the new forges soon. Yep, there we are. So that is our goal. To turn that into our Birch World. This will slow down our Doomsday Weapon since I really right now need to just start building towards that as soon as I can. So yeah, let's just survey in the exact order I need. Do I have to go all the way around? Oh no, good. Okay. Then we will be fine. There really isn't too much to report on right now. I'm just slowly saving up Unity, which is really difficult to do when you're just constantly bombarded with stuff like that. Only the more powerful things... Oh god, that is so much more powerful than I already thought it was. Yeah, oh, it's so expensive. Nope, gonna leave it, because we're almost at the Birch World. Well, almost at the supermassive black hole. Once we get there, I want to instantly start the Birch World construction since we are now reaching the end game. I'm really not worried about any endgame crisis. I am doing some repeatables, and I'm just making sure that there's always just a couple of worlds where people can move to. Although I really should try to stop so much housing crisis, because that does remove some of the stability. So it's just a matter of micromanaging a lot of worlds. Hoarding energy, so now this is finished, it gives us a lot of energy, a decent chunk of physics research, and dark matter, and looks really, really creepy. We are the masters of our domain. Now all we need to do is save up Unity. I've turned off all the ambitions, so now we're getting almost 14k per month. So it shouldn't take too long to get all of the last traditions so that I can unlock our Birch World, which I imagine is going to be very, very expensive. So in the meantime, I'm trying not to spend much Unity at all, so I'm just doing simpler things like building the planet craft and building 4 or 5 attack moons. It sounds silly to say they're the simple things, but they kind of are. The attack moons I'm going to have to swap back to artillery soon, so that they're good enough for the endgame crisis. I'm going to assume it's the Scourge, because it's always the Scourge lately, so I'm going to probably just give them normal energy weapons. I could give them arc emitters and stuff quite easily, so I can swap them out versus the Unbidden as well. And the stuff versus the Unbidden, I think, will be decent versus the contingency. So, laser damage for our repeatables is basically what we're going for. I'm going to ignore armor for the most part, since I have so many macro engineering sites anyway. We have loads of bonus armor, so it's going to be mostly just damage focused. I am, however, still spending Unity on our Doomsday Weapon. That looks really cool, just being built. That's going to take a good while as well. So it turns out I was actually wrong about that. I thought it had to be built over a pulsar, but apparently just a normal star. Just a big one. Well, I found the flat world at least, the little disc world over here, so that's cool. So annoyingly, what I didn't realise is that to get the final stage, the vast expanses, you do require, since it's not obvious when you first look at this, you do require master builders. Now that's not true for all of the final ones, so I just thought it would go with the rules of that, which means I do need one more tradition tree. So the endgame crisis may arrive before we start the Birch World, but on the upside, I do also have a planet craft. So I have loads of moons now, I have the planet craft, we're pretty safe versus anything really. Oh, and we actually have a lot more moons hiding here. I forgot I've built so many. So, yeah, we have a decent enough fleet that I think will be just fine versus the normal endgame crisis. On the upside, then it means now I can start spending stuff again, just try and avoid too much Unity, so I'm only going to focus on the really big stuff now, so the beam, building a couple more brains so that I can do the Unity repeatable more often. I'm already at almost 80k tech and my research speed is like 180%, but more Unity repeatables equals more Unity. I'm also building as many Unity worlds now as I can. And yeah, that's it really, just gonna have a lot of spare drones ready to go by the end of this. Went from 1k energy income to 5k with this one. Gigastructural power cores. So yeah, we now have Gigastruction as one of the tradition options, and it is pretty powerful, to say the least. Plus 20% build speed for all our megastructures straight away, less influence and Unity cost, and now they produce more energy while costing less. Next, our attacker moons will be stronger, we'll get more Unity output from our megastructures. There's just a lot of stuff which is going to make us very, very powerful. Oh, and the final one is, yeah, when it's all adapted, plus 10% to all output from all of our megastructures. It's getting very late now, my mind is breaking, but that is such a powerful upgrade. Well, it took a very long time, but we now have 2 perfect art installations. Both of which cost 100 of our minor artifacts, so that's why it took so long. We're also now officially running out of space. The last of the research rings are going down, and they're already siphoning all the populations from all the other worlds. I've also removed a lot of the overcrowding, so like, only a few of them have overcrowding problems right now, so that's good. Again, having unemployment is fine, because it's normally only 1 or 2 drones, because they're all being sent to the worlds who can support them. That's why we need the Birch World. Once the Birch World's up, that's unlimited potential. Our virtual reality centers are already coming online, our lovely data banks here. So how does this work then? Lots of amenities just by default, which means I really don't need that many of those, that's fine. No minerals from jobs, no pop consumer upkeep, if that was a problem for us, which obviously isn't. Energy upkeep is reduced, which is great for us, and then it has these simulated worlds, which give research, but also increase the output of our calculators per district. So very good for tech, probably going to give a lot more tech than the original bonus was giving, and so we're going to have 4 of them to attract more of our people here. I think I'll do that with every brain as well.
Technological acquisition successful.
So I'm making so much energy, I'm actually buying alloys in bulk whenever my energy almost caps. I am building Kugelblitzes everywhere, and soon our Super Dyson Sphere will be finished as well, and that's just going to be an insane amount of resource. Actually, I mean, even the Kugelblitzes themselves provide some energy when they're finished. Not a huge amount in comparison to everything else, but still, I'm making lots of them because I need loads and loads and loads of storage. There's no point in doing monthly trades because it instantly minimizes the value anyway, so I'm just shifting resources around constantly. Almost done. Just 1 month, and okay, beginning the frame of the Birch World. The actual speed of building is very quick since I've done the megastructure build speed repeatable so many times, and we have so many things to bolster the speed. It's just gathering all those alloys. So I am turning all of our forges into the double forge, so we have the Hyperforge and the Gigaforge as well. So that's being built on every single one of our pulsars and everything else. We are under attack currently, which is an interesting choice, to say the least. Well, they are stronger than I thought they were, like 700,000 each. But we do have all of this fleet. So what's actually happening is they're attacking one of our minions. Yeah, one of our tributaries. So probably going to attack from over there then, so I'll move some of our fleets over there and just... I'll force a war exhaustion victory fairly quickly by just using the moons. Okay, so another silo there. We have so many Kugelbit silos. They're actually quite efficient. When it comes to energy production, they're not Dyson Sphere level, but they are surprisingly good. Oh, the Super Dyson Sphere is about to finish. Oh, and the Birchworld frame is finished. Oh god, that is big. Okay, how much is the next stage? Oh, 45,000. Sorry, 450,000. Okay, that's pretty horrendous. And we're going to need way more rare resources. Now, thankfully, the moats are going to be no issue. Gas is going to be an issue, though. Though we can just buy it. Yeah, to be fair, just buying a few thousand is not difficult. Never mind. Rare resources is not an issue. It's just the alloys. So I probably should try and make some more gas giant harvesters while we're waiting around. We definitely have the resources to do so at the moment, so sure. We are building so many of the containment silos. Oh wait, no, it takes influence as well, doesn't it? But I do have influence. Where? There it is. I do wish you could put that in alphabetical order, because I keep forgetting the order I've unlocked them in, because that's the order it's currently in.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, next phase is moving along. Now that's an achievement. Pew pew. So then. Well. If I were to fire into the system, would it just immediately destroy it? And can I even do that, is the question. I suppose it's neutral right now. Alpha Refuge. Ooh. What is your name again? Okay, thank you. The continuity. Right. If I target the system, does it destroy the whole thing, including everyone in there? Well, let's see what happens. That's the wrong system. There it is.
Technological acquisition successful.
Oh!
Planetary surface.
Instant destruction of an entire fallen empire. All that's left is a tiny little thing. Wait, does that count as a pulsar? Because if so, that's pretty awesome for our future alloy production. Wonder how long the cooldown is. Not as long as I'd expect. So, dear Galaxy, bear in mind what I just did. I could also remove the other fallen empire, at least its home world. That way, it won't be able to wake up and fight us. Are all of its forces here? No, they're not. Where are the forces currently chilling? Annoyingly split, and once I attack, I'll go to war with us. But if I just destroy whichever system currently has all of their moons in, well, fighting me won't exactly go well for them. The moons are saying they have strength 2. I guess we have a lot of bonuses, and it's overflowed a bit. Oh, well that would have been good to know a moment ago and actually makes complete sense. So the really large brains have bigger districts. I mean, it makes complete sense. So this virtual section here has 25 districts. That's going to be a lot of jobs and a lot of housing for our people, which is desperately needed at the moment. As you can well imagine. They are producing a lot of tech each.
Technology.
Now that the birch world's been created, at least now we can focus on other things again. Which is nice. Starlifters. More of these things. Even more Starlifters. We have several brains being made, only really being limited now by our influence gain. We're getting very close now to the construction of the birch world. And in the meantime, we are making as many brains as my influence will allow. To try and store all our people. There are way too many drones now. We have 8,000 population. And once the birch world is complete, they'll all be in one beautiful processor.
Technological
Now, there's a giant...
acquisition
Well, I say there's a giant moon. It's a full 25 size world. I just can't click it right now because the birch world frame is taking up the entire surface. But could I make a planetary... Where are you? A planetary computer there. That's a question I've got. No, yeah, I didn't think it would allow me to, but that would be awesome having the planetary computer orbiting the birch world. Crime really doesn't matter all that much, to be perfectly honest. Oh no, 4 criminals. What a shame. This world is producing 8,000 physics research, 7,300 society, and 7,300 engineering. Glory to the virtual sections, I suppose.
Technological acquisition successful.
I'm just letting the physics one do it itself, honestly. We still have stored research. We're finally going down, though. So all of those rings are finally not giving us enough to keep that up. I am, however, getting loads and loads of stacks at this mega structure build speed, though. Oh, is that finished, little one? Nice. I did need more minerals, but not so much anymore. We're building in very large things very fast now. The main... Lovely. The main solar panel is finished. I meant to say Dyson Sphere. 27,000 energy. And now we do have the birch world. Up to an infinite amount. Okay, yep, let's activate this and see just how good this world will be. So can I do anything with this world? Ooh, we can do something with it. But can we do the planetary... I know it said we couldn't before, but yeah, looks like we still can't. That's a shame. I feel like it should have something, like even a habitat. It just feels silly to have a non-used world next to this thing. Maybe just habitat then? Ooh, or the interstellar assembly site. That'd be the perfect place for it. So this connects us to all of the organics in the galaxy. That makes sense. Soon. I guess I should probably rename this world into Ascension. I can imagine this being the final home of the AI, of the actual planetary computer.
Technological acquisition successful.
Obviously, it's integrated into everything we have, but I feel like it's still primarily in Ascension. But now it's being moved here. Well, I've got kind of unlucky of how late the endgame crisis is going to be, so it's not really a threat anymore. What I'm going to do, since this is the only empire not in the Galactic Imperium, I'm going to say once these fellows are gone, the Fallen Empire, we have won. Everyone is part of the Imperium. Oh, that and the Marauders. Clear out the Marauders, clear out that. I can't imagine our brain really caring about the rest now, since we have infinite resources in the form of the Birch World. There's no need to expand any further. We have all the energy we're ever going to need. I can still make Dyson Sphere. I'm still building Dyson Spheres in the territory we do have. We're kind of done here. So if everyone moves there, except for... Oh yeah, I've changed the attack moons now to actually be proper artillery. So I'll send in my battleships then. And my Juggernaut against the Marauders.
Planetary surface settlement established.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was even doing that. Yeah, so we have one more planet craft as well. That's good. Although we can't make any sense of this one, which is kind of weird, but we can guess what it has. All the same as the other planet craft. So another thing I'm going to need there is a gateway, obviously. So we're going to have a gateway, we're going to have the connection to all of the ciliol organics. Yeah, things will be fine here. Now, can I actually find gateway? Aha! I'll pop it right there next to the assembly. Or can I? Can I not build a gateway here? Oh. Interesting, I guess because the Birch World is so weird. Another ship is performing or has finished performing this order, but they're not, though. Fine, I'll put it here. That's fine. The last few dissidents in this galaxy are being removed. Peace will reign eternally
Settlement procedure
under our perfect mechanical guidance. We are more efficient if we're not constantly destroying each other. Free will isn't necessary for this.
Technological Technological acquisition successful.
The Birch World is now here. Who was our very first governor? Not very good on, actually. You know what? I'll decide once I see what jobs we're going to have on the Birch World. So first of all, we're getting the structure operations operational. These give loads of jobs, and I think the jobs also give other jobs, and that's how it scales.
Technological
Yeah, the sub-processors.
successful.
Then per 100 pops, we get another of the sub-processors.
Communications.
Engineering research, physics research, minerals,
Technological
energy.
acquisition successful.
Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of jobs already. Let's have a look-see then. Yeah, so you give 4 of the constructor drones. Essentially, yeah, the jobs give other jobs, and you also get a lot more other stuff. So, you're for alloys and rare resource, the cost of energy and minerals, your science, so that's what I want next. And then I'm also going to activate Birch World, the Great Migration. Ooh, that's laggy. Oh dear. I know I had loads of worlds, was hoping that wouldn't crash everything. Ascension has been converted into Husk. And now, Ascension is over here.
Technological acquisition successful.
It fixed a few problems having that. I didn't actually realise this one is giving tech jobs as well. And by tech, I meant to say technicians for energy. It's been a long day. So annoyingly, I can't actually fire at these guys in terms of... Ooh. Cool. Yeah, I can't actually fire at their black hole system because of just the nature of black holes, I suppose. But what I am firing at is their home system. Probably should have declared war after I shot. That'd have made more sense. Though, fairly certain I'm breaking a lot of rules there. Let's be fair, I think this is also breaking a lot of rules. I'm not going to destroy everything, but at least we don't have to capture all this. Oh! Instantly gone. I thought they'd have more worlds than that. Huh. Who needs vast military might, I suppose, when you have that? Turns out as well we could build the gateway here if I just a little bit more patient. So that's everyone now in the Galactic Imperium. So there's one empire which still isn't part of the Imperium, and it's these fellows over here. The Sovereignty. They have one world, one system. But we only had one world and one system once, and look at the chaos we've caused. Do they only have a single planet? Was I correct about? No, they have several. Ooh. I do like the human habitats. Humanoid, there's. Shame we can't build multiple of these super weapons. That'd be fun. Okay, now officially everyone is part of the Imperium. The Birch World Great Migration is now on. Last time it only lagged out so much, almost crashed the game because there were so many unemployed pops and it instantly moves them all. This time around, it wasn't quite as bad. So now every 3 months, there'll be one population stolen from each world. That should hopefully keep them in check. That makes most of our worlds, well, soon to be somewhat stable, which will be nice. There's not really any need to upgrade the worlds anymore since we just want them all here. Look at the energy they're making! Now, with the energy improving building, is that just from Technic? Yes, only specifically from tech drones. And although we do have a lot of those, most of it is coming from these two, which are the specialist versions. So I don't really care about that too much. First, I want to focus more on these, which give us rare resources and energy. Oh, energy and research, never mind, yeah, let's just keep on with that. And these actually do give you calculators, which are improved by the planetary supercomputer and the abstract supercomputer. Let's see if I can get a couple of 1,000 pops before we move out. Oh, there we are! Finally, that was super late. Yeah, 37 years after they could spawn, finally they arrive. Can't sound particularly nervous.
Successful.
They're here, and annoyingly, they're a bit far away from us, so they're definitely going to get to at least the second phase. But again, really not too nervous. I've done so many repeatables now for armor and energy weapons, and yet it's the Scourge. Although, the Unbidden and the Contingency would have also been completely negated at this point, because energy weapons are so good because you can swap over to arc emitters, which are good versus both. That's why I always go for energy weapons as my early repeatables. How? my little normal stations are stronger. Wait. Is that a normal station? Did I just look at their station and think it was a habitat, or was it actually a habitat? Ooh. Also, how long until I can fire again? Since obviously I want to do that right now to cause some damage. Can at least fire at one of their systems, take out some... Ooh, actually... Oh god, it has to be quick. What we need to do is wait until they take this system, then we obliterate that system from existence, or one of these two. Then that will be it. They literally can't escape, and we have permanent pets, which will keep the organics in a permanent state of panic, which means they will forever be loyal to we, the Emperor. Mind, brain, computer.
Technological acquisition successful.
Now, it was still technically under their control, but they had lost... There we go. They had lost the starbase. So I originally was going to wait until here, but the problem is this had a wormhole. So now we just need to wait until the second wave arrives, because that can sometimes also arrive in other systems. But because of how isolated this is, I think that's going to do it. At least I'm hoping so. The second wave has arrived, and...
Technological acquisition
Yep, that's it.
Successful.
No connection. Although... What is this? How did you get to the mysterious stone territory? Oh, do you have what we have, one of the Event Horizon facilities? Oh, so this isn't even connected. They're done then. That's it. The Scourge are permanently stuck here. Yes, I'm aware that we're under siege. Unless the Scourge somehow got through, of course. Is there any way the Scourge would have got here? I can't see how. No, I think it's just a matter of someone had to yell at me just to make sure I knew, but obviously I did. Oh, yeah, I didn't kill the Space Whale Matriarch, did I? I didn't kill any Leviathans, actually. I guess we didn't see the need in it, which is kind of silly. Well, that's pretty much that. I still want to get at least to 1,000 or 2,000 population on the Birch World, but that's the other goal, I guess. We have a lot of coordinators, and because of that, when we activate artifact relays, provides plus 1% menial drone output and 2 stability per one. So it's a casual plus 175% on our menial drones, meaning that we're now producing 70,000 energy a month by itself. I don't need the rest of the galaxy. We have the Birch World. Obviously, we've won at this point. The game's long over, but I'm just having fun. This has been a silly run, just a very overpowered run, just to see this whole build for people who want to play Gigastructures, but don't necessarily want too much of a challenge, just want to have a good time. And, well, I think having this before 2,400 constitutes a good time. The lag every 3 months is kind of atrocious, as all our populations get moved around to the new Ascension.
Technological acquisition successful.
Turns out I can do that without going to war. I could have started doing this a lot earlier, but what if we basically turned into the Fallen Empire ourselves, the mid-game crisis, removing each connection to the galactic core one at a time. Now, sadly, it has to be these systems. It can't be the system actually in the core itself. I have tried. But there goes one. The Birch World slowly separating from everything else. Ascension and its unlimited machines, its unlimited potential, its self-reliance. Removing One thread at a time from the rest of the galaxy. Does it even truly need these brains anymore? By first terraforming the edge of eternity, I can now turn it into a planetary computer. A little friend for Ascension. Just 2 more chords to go. And then the galactic center is completely isolated from the rest of the galaxy. Actually, one other thing we could do is we could sever the connections between the different empires, isolating each from each other. But I don't have time for that because of the long cooldown on the beam itself. That would take so very ridiculously long.
Acquisition success.
You know, I really did need a power boost. All megastructures provide plus 10% energy credits. And everyone likes us just a tiny bit more. Ooh. Is it all Dyson spheres? I'm actually surprised I've only just got that one. I guess they have to be just the normal Dyson sphere. But even then, I could have sworn I had 5 of them by now.
Logical acquisition successful.
What a time to freeze on. The galactic core and its weird little section over here is now completely separated. Oh look, there's even some organics. I think there might be some over here as well, that's with the other empire. So we have a little empire over here as well, which we'll just leave and watch grow. Like a science project. We'll keep them safe forever. Edge of Eternity, oh, hello my ships. Edge of Eternity is now a planetary computer. Look at the scale of this thing. That's a planet craft, not a moon, a planet craft. So, I think I'm going to call it here. I've achieved every goal I could possibly want to achieve here. The Scourge can never threaten us. Every empire is in the Galactic Imperium, which means they can't declare war on me. And even if they could, if that is how it works, well, they don't stand a chance. We have the Birch World, which of course is utterly insane at this point. We have its own little mini minion to the side of it, and we are completely isolated, even if war did end up breaking out with only these tiny few systems we're kind of leaving here. You know, as solidarity for the Imperium. Over here we have some malfunctioning robots, which we're going to watch to see if they ever change into something like us. And of course we have this civilization, which we're going to continue to watch as it slowly adapts. Maybe one day we'll show ourselves to them. Or exterminate them. Or become cyborgs. I really don't know. Our energy gain is so great it's glitched out. So is our mineral gain. I am now finally going to bed. This was incredibly fun. The whole point of this run was just to showcase a build in Gigastructures where you could rush ahead into the endgame while not doing something like the Birch World Origin, which is just so insane. It's just a whole other level, at least with this build, although it's really crazily powerful. You are in the normal galaxy. And I just wanted to have fun, and that's exactly what we've done. Spent way more time than expected on doing this. I'm going to hopefully edit this just in time before I go back down to England, so I really do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. I promise I will be doing a Katzen run. I'll be using a more normal origin, so it's a bit more balanced towards us. And I am going to try and finish off that Unity build run, but right now it is a bit broken. But I will try and finish it, but I can't promise with that one. I'm going to bed. Good night.